name's Brendan O'Sullivan, a Toastmaster from Brisbane, Australia. Welcome to my Toastmasters World Tour Podcast. Please join me as I travel virtually around the world and chat to Toastmasters from different countries and all walks of life. Let's explore! For this episode of Toastmasters World Tour, we travel virtually to Surabaya, Indonesia, the capital of East Java and Indonesia's second largest city. Known as the City of Heroes for its pivotal role in the independence struggle, it boasts a bustling seaport and vibrant, authentic Javanese culture. We chat to Eleos Theofilus Gandawidjaja, also known as E.T., experienced Toastmaster, author, podcaster, and stand-up comedian. Listen in to follow his journey and find out what it takes to be such a multi-talented, driven Toastmaster. Today's guest is Eleos Theofilus, better known on stage as E.T. Hailing from Surabaya, Indonesia, Eleos is an author, speaker, podcaster, stand-up comedian, and facilitator who turns everyday life into sharp, heart-first stories. A 6 years Toastmasters veteran, he sharpened his craft there and even helped power the 102-hour speaking relay, Speaking into History. His Comedy Central style set, I Got Fired Again, so I started talking to my rubber duck, binds the absurdities of work and life with tight storytelling, rule of three jokes, and clever callbacks. As the voice behind several podcasts and workshops, Eleos teaches people to communicate with clarity, warmth, and a little mischief. You may also know him online as @Human911, now spreading laughter across 30 countries. Selamat siang. Welcome to the show, E.T.
Oh, hello. And how are you, mate?
Very well, thanks. That's a lot. How do you find the time to do all that?
Yes, actually, I have a little time. 2 minutes. I only have 24 hours of bars, same with you. But yes, I have so many doppelgangers to help me to work with me.
Doppelganger. Okay. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself in your own words?
Yes. Hello, everybody. Hello, Brandon. I'm Eleos Theofilus, or people call me E.T. It is easier to remember. And I'm from Surabaya, Indonesia, in East Java. And these days, I wear a few hats. Speaker, podcaster, stand-up comedian, and facilitator who loves storytelling and building things that make people laugh and think together.
Oh, look, there's nothing I love more than that, thinking and laughing. So you're a man after my own heart. So tell me a bit, E.T., when did you join Toastmasters and what was your first club?
Well, thank you. And as far as I remember, yes, I have a lot of brains and most of them are little and tiny bits. And I joined Toastmasters about 6 years ago. Well, so around mid 2020. And my first home on the States was with a local club in the Indonesian Toastmasters community. And well, I don't want to mention its name because, yes, I have left the club, but I have grown there. And now I'm in World Travelers Toastmasters in District 80, Singapore, where meetings were an yearly and important place where I cut my teeth. And in WTC, we arranged so many big events on the recent years. Like last year, we conducted 20 hours non-stop session with the speakers or region advisor and above. So even though you are district directors, you cannot still qualify for the event to be invited as a speaker. And we invited accredited speakers, international president, and yes, most of them are veteran Toastmasters that have been serving us for more than decades. And this year is actually in the 1st of January, we also conducted 24 hours non-stop training. Well, not non-stop training actually. It is New Year celebration with
Uh,
Toastmasters all around the world. So we have 24 hours non-stop with all of our Toastmasters friends. And that's it. Why I love my club, World Travelers.
My goodness, that's really next level. That's very dedicated and passionate. I love that degree of passion. I don't know that I could match it though. That's amazing. So shout out to World Travelers Toastmasters then. Why did you originally join Toastmasters?
Oh, yes. To be frankly honest, at the first, it is for the free food. Someone called me to come to the meeting and said, Leos, there is a bountiful fast. Please, to come here. You should come here. You should eat. We have banquet. And I got interested. And yes, and that's the story of how I'm joining actually. And then I'm staying because of the food for thoughts. And yes, just kidding. I joined to get better at speaking on purpose and to turn nervous rambling into clear stories, to learn how to structure a message and to build stage confidence. So I could actually finish a speech without tripping over my own thoughts.
Okay.
Like
Look,
just what I did right now.
I think that's a fantastic draw card. Who can resist? What did you expect to get out of it?
Wow, yes, thank you, Brandon. This is wonderful question actually. And yes, practical public speaking skills. It is like structure and the timing, the vocal variety, and feedback that wasn't just nice but useful. I also hope to find a community where I could practice regularly and meet people who can give honest and kind feedback. To be frankly honest, Brandon, when I join another community, public speaking community, most of them I say this to me. Eleos, you are too good to be true. You are wonderful. You are marvelous. Oh, come on. I didn't sign up for this. And that's not what I get from Toastmasters. I get the sandwich feedback, sandwich evaluation. And yes, I get better. I improve a lot in Toastmasters. And I think you know who I am now. I am just a regular member of Toastmasters, but I have been speaking more in 10 countries. I have visited more than 1,000 clubs. Yes, I think I have spending like more than, yeah, 20 hours in a week in Toastmasters. Quite a
That's
lot.
amazing. Look, I think obviously it's nice to get that really warm feedback, but as you know, it's the points for improvement that help you grow. So I get that. Visiting all those clubs, it must put you in a pretty unique position because, obviously Toastmasters is a pretty standard program across the world. But having been to other countries, do you now notice anything that you think may be uniquely Indonesian about your Indonesian club meetings?
Yes, Brandon, correct. The meetings blend global Toastmaster structure with local flavor. A lot of good switching between Bahasa Indonesia, my natural language, and English, and also frequent family-oriented themes and humor that reference local food, city life, and social norms. And for formal events, people will wear batik. I think you know batik.
No, I'm not sure actually. What's that?
But batik is like a pattern on our uniform or in our
Oh, yes, yeah,
shirts. Yeah, I think you can search on the Google
yeah.
BATIK.
Sure, we might put a link in the
Oh,
show.
yeah, and or business casual for regular meetings, and it is relaxed. And culturally
Like that.
sensitive topics like religion, highly polarizing politics tend to be handled carefully or even avoided. Instead, we use resource-based appreciation like testimonials, feedback, shares, and local stories to connect.
Do the clubs welcome visitors?
Of course, we welcome visitors. And now in WTC, we are a helping member for 25 members from 10 countries and above. I forgot the exact number.
Okay, wow. Eleos, ET, you were part of a team that broke a record in public speaking into history, 102 hours, one record, and endless coffee. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, that project was a marathon speaking relay, a team effort to speak continuously over many days, exactly 102 hours. It is
Amazing.
to represent that one District 102 in Malaysia, actually. And I was part of the team, rotating on the stage, coordinating handoffs, and keeping energy up. And yes, endless coffee, of course. It was as much as a logistical challenge as a speaking one. Timing, stamina, and teamwork were everything. The experience taught me how to pace a message, how to support other speakers, and how to keep an audience engaged and even under silly conditions. And to be true here, humble bragging, just kidding. Actually, I was one of the 55 speakers that is selected to speak in the States. So we started on the stage, started from Monday, 9 a.m., and we ended on Friday p.m. The lesser speaker will talk around 30 minutes, and the heart or the, yeah, I don't want to say the best, but the people that are selected as the main or the keynote, it is 2 hours. I get the chance to speak about podcasting for 2 hours. So they choose people based on their credibility and based on their specialty. And as I was being chosen as the one that's get the slot to speak 2 hours about podcasting.
Wow. So did everyone have to stay awake, or did you get time where you rostered, sort of rotated and you got to have a bit of a sleep at some point?
Yes, of course. We have our own schedule, our timetable. And yes, as a fellow speaker, I always support my other speakers. Yes, remember, if you are the speaker, you need audience and you need support from your audience. And I will be the one that is a good audience that will respond, engage with the audience, with the speaker engagement. So yes, we provide those all logistical.
How much sleep did you get during that 102 hours?
Yes, I think I slept only 2 hours each day.
Wow. Strong
Yes.
coffee.
Yeah, strong, very strong.
You also featured on Toastmasters magazines twice, on June and July 2024. That's a high honor. How did that come about?
Well, actually, it is one of my best friend in Toastmasters. If you have read Toastmasters magazine for several months, or yes, I have been reading it since I have been a member, like 6 years in a row. I have never missed to read the magazine to finish it. And I connected to this lady, Diane Windingland, BTM. I think you know. She wrote several articles there, and when she conducted surveys, and I helped her to give my insights. And two of them was about how to retain members and how to get members. And yes, people knows me because I bring the audience. I have my loyal audience. So in my average club meeting, we have around 30 to 50 participants in every single meetings. We have meeting bi-weekly. And the highest when it was Corona or COVID, I think we have on average, the less is 50 and the highest is 100 to 200 in a one meeting, just a regular meeting.
Are they online?
Online, yes. It is a regular meeting, just a club regular meeting, nothing special.
Well, that's a big number. Do you have a favorite Toastmasters experience?
Yes, two favorites. First, tonight I finally delivered a tough personal speech and saw multiple people connect and come afterward to say, that was my story too. And the second, the team energy of the marathon record attempt. Yes, seeing community show up for something wild and meaningful. And
Yeah,
actually, the one that I delivered, it is very personal to me because I got broken bone in my leg. Could not practically walk for 2 years. Yes, I got injured, and then I inserted the metal pen there, and I need 6 months to recovery. And after 1 year to be fully recovered, I need to remove the pen that helped me, and another 6 months to recover. So yes, I said it. It is totally 2 years I could not work properly, and I feel pain a lot. And when I say this on the stage, well, I draw people emotion. Some of them are crying, some
Mm.
of them are laughing, and yes, some of them are coming to me and say that word. That was my story too. That's what makes me. I would like to cry. Like this is my family. This is the
Mm.
audience that I would like to stay for.
Sounds like a very difficult time for you, but you turned it into something that you connected with other people. It sounds like you really got them. If you can tap into people's emotions, you really touched their heart, haven't you?
Yes, and yes, the one of the session I have delivered a keynote in Nurses Toastmasters District 75 Philippines. It is one of my story here, and I won second place in not second, sorry, third place in my recent club contest by delivering this, yes, a shorter version of it, 7 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And yes, I was very grateful for sharing this experience because I was sharing the stage with the district champion. Actually, we have district champion in our club, and not only one seat, one country, but more than one country. So I was feeling grateful. I was hurt, and yes, the feeling is so deep. I feel the connection with my audience.
Wow, that's amazing. Has Toastmasters led to any other opportunities you didn't expect?
Absolutely, Brandon. Toastmasters open doors into podcasting like this. If
Uh-huh.
not Toastmaster, I would not be invited by you. And speaking gigs, yeah, a lot of them. Like I said, I have been spoken to 10 countries. I
Mm.
was never expected to get this chance if you thought of Toastmasters. Most of them are Toastmasters friends. And workshop facilitation, I think I have been given 100 and even, yes, thousands speaking opportunities like table topics actually. I have been there for thousands of table topics. And community events like Link ID session. It is my own community. It is business community based on Indonesia. It is local, but
Uh-huh.
we have like business owners there that we refers our its business. So for example, you have podcast coach session or you're a podcast coach, I will refer you to other business owner to put them into your podcast or promote their business with your podcast, something like that. And
Mhm.
it also led me into stand-up stages, which is I start from 3 to 5 minutes as the open micer, and then 5 to 7 minutes as the opener. And then I have been headlining too. It is 15 to 30. And I often if have my own special show. It is 1 hour. And yes, it was so beautiful. And into collaboration that turned into paid work and project that I wouldn't have met otherwise.
Any examples of that, of the paid work?
Yes, I got invited as like the facilitator of soft skill education, mostly about branding. So yesterday I got invited to speak about branding for 1 hour
Uh-huh.
in a club in India.
And I think I read somewhere you facilitated for one of the ministers.
Yes, yes. That's one of my home club back then. We invited the Ministry of Tourism back then, the tourism and creative economy.
That must have been quite an honor.
Yes, it is during the G20. During
Ah,
the G20, I think you know.
I see. Has Toastmasters had an influence on other aspects of your life?
Yes, of course, Brendan. Toastmasters changed how I tell everyday stories. Well, I was a very boring person at that time. I could not tell stories. I can only tell data, statistics, and yes, just numbers. And
Uh-huh.
listen to me actually, but they don't engage with me. But yes, since I'm Toastmasters, I'm using Baka storytelling, and then I'm using presentation in a storytelling mode. A lot of it at family gatherings, on LinkedIn, on stage. It sharpened my listening, my empathy, and my ability to structure any message. From a joke to a training module, it also helped me to turn a difficult life moment. Well, actually, I go bankrupt. I got bankrupt at 28 and into a creative pivot. So yes, a lot of it. If it is not of Toastmasters, I think I have been died. I have no media or I have no family to tell. I have no friends, actually. I have no family members that really care about me. And to be frankly honest, my Toastmasters member more than my family. I feel like they are my second family.
Love that. And also love that you showed the strength of character to turn a difficult life moment, your bankruptcy, into something, a creative pivot, as you put it. It's like if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. I love that. So what led you to become a stand-up comedian? And was that hard? Did Toastmasters help at all in that regard?
And yes, after business bankrupt at 28, I started writing about the absurdities of work and those little observations that make people nod and laugh. The stand-up felt like the natural next step to share those stories live. It's hard in the best way, in timing, road work, and how to fail fast and iterate. And those masters help massively. The skills translate directly. Story structure, rule of three, callbacks, I mean, call control, and handling feedback. For example, I use a Toastmaster speech structure to shape an 8-minute set about business bankruptcy and talking to my rubber duck. The same narrative arc, character punchlines, and clear callbacks. So every time people see rubber ducks now, they remember about me. And every time people see someone who is bankrupt, they will relate to me. And a lot of them are already like anchoring in their mind. If you not pick of Toastmasters, I don't think so. I will be one.
I love this, the theme of bankruptcy and rubber duck. That's absolutely got me hooked and intrigued. Is there anywhere we can see that speech? Is it recorded online anywhere?
Yes, thank you. So yes, for the audience of Brandon's podcast here, you could go to my link that will be put on this Brandon's podcast show on the description. Go there and find my stand-up comedian performing there. And actually, there is one of the plot twists here. I have delivered an Indian set, and the Indian people say that I'm more Indian than they are. Oh yes. So yes, that's how I demonstrated how good I am as an impersonator. I can even impersonate an Indian, even though I'm not an Indian.
I'd love to see that as well. Notice, ET, your social media handle is @humor991. I get the humor bit, but where does the 991 refer to?
Well, it's my brand play on the idea of emergency humor. And yes, a nod to humor 911, but with my own twist. Yes, I think you know the 911. Of course. It's meant to be memorable, a little cheeky, call in the laughs. And it's both brand continuity and a tiny inside jokes. So basically, like Ghostbuster, right? Ghostbusters. Do you know what you want to call? Ghostbusters. And yes, if you need some comedy, you know what you call? Humor 911.
Sorry, I thought it was 991. I think that's why I missed it. Sorry, I've said that wrong. So it's human 911. I get it. Another thing that intrigued me on your profile is you're a certified Canada World Youth. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so it was during my youth services. I was interning into one of the Canada NGO serving country with the marginal. So those who are needs help in education. I was graduated from English department It is English education. So basically, I teach English to people, like teaching English as foreign language, but more into soft skills. So we help develop people that graduated to get into work and then to get their own business. So they have two pathways. One that will help you to learn more of how to get work in 6 months, and the other one is to get funded by investor in 1 year. So yes, I have been there, done that for both pathways. I facilitated them.
Okay, that's wonderful. As we mentioned before, you're an experienced podcaster with your podcasts. One of your podcasts is What's on My Mind by ET. How did you find that experience? And do you have any tips for me and other wannabe podcasters?
Okay, so yes, first of all, I think the listeners should join Toastmasters. Yes, in Toastmaster there is a podcast project, and you will learn more about it. And some people are reaching out to me because they know who I am. I'm a podcaster with big audience and big collaboration, and I basically like I'm a broad ruler. You mention my name, my fans, my loyal audience will listen to you. So it is easy numbers for them. And actually, you start with a story plan. Yes, after you join Toastmaster, you will understand about story plan, outline an arc. You can use the hero's journey. Most of them are used by the world champion of public speaking. Our Pixar formula for episodes, it is mostly used by those are doing the speech projects and keep episodes consistent in length and schedule. So, for example, for my side, I use my own formula. This is one of a kind, different than others. I'm doing monologue. So every episode it is 1 hour format and it is scheduled daily. So I was doing hard grinding on my podcasting back then. I recorded 6 months episodes in advance. So the highest number that I have recorded in one day it is 6 hours or it equals 6 episodes. So you can just imagine how hard it is for me. But nothing less. I have my own secret here. I basically turn my ebooks into audiobooks. So I have written 14 ebooks and I have made 7 seasons of my episodes. It turns out to be 150 episodes. And the season one, it is about podcasting itself. If you want to be a podcaster, you just need to tune into my podcast, and then boom, you'll be a podcast just to listen by one season. And then the second season, it is about network marketing. Yes, I was network marketer in the last 10 years. And the third one, it is to the business in conventional. Yes, I have been a businessman for 10 years also, even though it is bankrupt. But yes, I have been done. I have been there on the top at the time on the entertainment industry. I have all my own agency. I have all my own models, even girl band. If you know girl band, like Blackpink, if you know, like something like that. That's for example. And yes, like talent, I'm doing talent scouting. And then the fourth season, it is about sales. Yes, I have been working in the sales industry for the last, yes, also 10 years. Actually, it all started in 10 and I again started in 2020. So basically, like my milestone happened on that time. And the fifth session, it is also about how to become a professional worker. So it relates back to my certification of Canada, the Youth Canada International. And the sixth session is about psychology. So yes, personal development. And the last but not least, the seventh season, it is based on my business, finance, and yes, I was a venture capital for the last 7 years. And yes, I have been funded several business and to go public. And a lot of it, I think if I keep on talking about this, people will, wow, you've done a lot, like what you have said before. I have only 24 hours, but I have done a lot. And
Yes.
thanks to God for that. Yes. So yes, for the season one, it is aired for every Monday. So season 2, every Monday on 7 p.m. And then you can go with there like Tuesday 2 p.m., Wednesday 3 p.m., Thursday 4 p.m., Friday 5 p.m., Saturday 6 p.m., and last but not least, Sunday 7 p.m. for all 7 seasons. It's all already planted 6 months before. So yes, people said, how come? Well, I said, I have been a planner for years or for my life. So yes, no surprises there. And invest in decent audio for the mic and the quiet room. And listener forgive a lot, but not bad sound. Practice on stage. Record a Toastmaster speech and edit it with an episode. You can put it as your podcast idea. You can make your Toastmaster speech into an episode. And use guests to build audience, but prep them with clear prompts. So I would like to say kudos to Brandon here for preparing a good question beforehand. And that's how you can get better answer by your guests. So yes, they can prepare. You can also prepare for the next question, something like that. And repurpose clip audio into short LinkedIn or Instagram videos. So yes, I believe that Brandon will edit some of this and will put some insights or some sound effects there. And CTA, finish with one clear action. Either it is subscribe, share, or join your WhatsApp group. And finally, last but not least, edit ruthlessly. Keep the best 60 or 70% of material and lose the rest. Well, practically it is like you are, discarding your lovely one, or you are just cutting ties with your lovely friend. And yes, you need to let go of someone or something like that in your life. And that's my tips, Brandon.
Thank you. Edit ruthlessly. Any tips on which 30 to 40% to edit out of this podcast?
Well. I think let the audience decide that once they listen, and you can make like the what we call it clips of it.
Yes.
So after you put all the full version, you can give like audience feedback, and you can give this part that you think it to be removed and that you want. You don't run anything. Give us brutally honest feedback, something like that. So yes, we are not the judge. Even me is not the judge. It is the audience that just us.
Fair enough. I know you say that ET also not only stands for your full name, but also stands for eternally thankful. So I'm eternally thankful for your time today and coming on the show, ET. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Brandon. I'm ET, Eleos Theofilus, and also I'm eternally thankful to be invited to your podcast, Brandon. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to today's show. One of the key elements of Toastmasters is evaluations. This is how we grow and improve, both by encouraging comments for things we got right and points for improvement. We all learn and benefit from these evaluations, not just the person being evaluated. So any feedback in the comments is greatly appreciated. If you have a Toastmasters story you'd like to share or would like to be on the show, I'd love to hear from you. You can reach me at Toastmasters World Tour @gmail.com. Thanks for listening.